So Brian, any predictions for how this will go?
Honestly, I have no clue. I've never seen PrideSkunk play, so I do not know what to expect from this match.
Well, it looks like an interesting lava world to say the least. Lots of
Oh
nice choke
yeah.
points.
Yeah, I was playing on this match the other day on this map the other day, and it makes for some very interesting gameplay. As you said, there's several choke points and three lanes to fight over, plus air battles happening in between, so there's lots of possibility.
Yeah, just like League of Legends.
There is some similarities there, that's for sure.
And it looks like both players have nicely gone to the north and south. So it's going to be a interesting battle.
Both players are just starting off with the standard metal, metal energy, metal so far.
Yep, and it looks like Mir just canceled his build queue and he's going air instead of
Nice
vehicle.
move. Controlling the air is going to be can be very helpful on this particular map. With these choke points, if you could put up just a defensive line with some walls and laser defense towers, and then use air to cut off everything as well as do the raiding of the metal extractors and whatnot, it can be a very powerful combo.
Yeah, and it looks like PrideSkunk was going to go for an extra power, but he stopped that and started building a vehicle factory, which he's gotten up. And he's building a spinner.
Very good move. Right now, bots don't have any anti-air, so they're not really a popular start anymore. The bombing harassment with the carping bombing bumblebees are just very powerful. They can take out an entire group of fabricators in just a single pass.
And it looks like Mered has found PrideSkunk. Even though his scouts were taken down,
Yep,
he is able to get a good view of the base.
on a map like this, scouting it's very quick and easy.
Yep.
Not a whole lot of places to look.
But it looks like Mered is slightly ahead in metal. Ever so much. Looks like both of them aren't really. Well, it looks like finally Pride is going for vehicle fabbers and
Two
an air
fabbers
factory.
out of each factory. That's interesting. Wonder it's probably gonna end up stalling.
He might, but it looks like he has finally queued up an air factory after two power gens. And the skitter is slowly moving towards Mirror space. And it looks like he has an engineer out, but he's not doing anything with it at this moment.
Oh, and there we go. PrideSkunk is stalling in eco. Mered is not, but Mered could fill up his eco here in a second if he doesn't start using fabricators.
Yeah, it looks like he's got both of those fabricators working on metal now. And PrideSkunk got a view of those fabricators.
Ooh, nice forward radar from Mered. That's going to be providing some very valuable intel at what PrideSkunk's doing.
Yep, that'll give him view of at least one of the lanes. And it looks like he's building
Yep.
another one and a vehicle factory over on the far east.
Oh yeah, nice move. Those air fibers can be very useful. They're very vulnerable, but very useful. Even with not getting full vision of the radar or the lanes, that radar still provides full view of the base, so he can see which direction a mass of units is heading out. But he's stalling at eco right now, or energy. I mean,
Yep, that's sort of the risk you run to when using air and also so many radars.
yeah, air just uses up a lot of power to build, and is just all around not very energy efficient.
Yep,
Has stopped building metal extractors though, and is working on more power gens to try and recover.
which is a good idea. And it looks like that PrideSkunk is going for fighters first. He's going possibly use them to counter Myrd's engineers, but Myrd has a few fighters.
But
Oh,
they're probably going to get shot down yet by those spinners.
yep, I'm seeing them. But man, those hummingbirds have quite a bit of health.
Yeah, their health was recently upped from 50 all the way up to 200, so they can take a lot of punishment now.
And those air fabbers actually get out their radar, and now we've got Aventail coming forwards to take out those spinners.
Very nice.
So when it comes down to lane control, it looks like that Mered is winning this at the moment.
And not only that, but most of the fighting is going to be happening off on that lane to the east, which Mered has full vision over thanks to those forward radars.
Yep, and he's getting up some defenses as well, just to go ahead and hold it. Mered is also starting to work on 5 vehicle factories,
Oh,
which,
and down goes the air fabbers.
oh, they finally get taken down. And bombers are coming in. Well, fighters come in, take down the enemy bombers, and
Yeah,
looks like
and
Mered wins.
yeah, it was very good timing from PrideSkunk because those air fabbers were almost done with a missile defense tower.
Yeah,
PrideSkunk got a bunch of tanks moving forward towards Merritt's base, and if he's not careful, those tanks are going to get easily picked off because they're just coming in one by one.
yep, and Mered has 4 Aventails actually breaking up that line.
But at the same time, if he uses those two that got through correctly, he could get fabric kill as well as some metal extractor kills.
Yep, but it looks like he's driving them straight forwards towards the base. But they should come into range of that air factory that Mered just started.
Switching on over to PrideSkunk's view, and he does not have a whole lot of intel on Merritt's base at all.
No,
He just
looks
has that one early scout and then no new updates. It's very important to constantly scout over and over again throughout the entirety of the match.
Yeah, definitely, but he does have quite a few units coming forwards towards Mered's base, which is about the main redeeming factor that I'm seeing. It just has so many units coming forwards, and now they're actually going to attack that eastern base, it looks like. Or
Yeah,
not.
if you take a look at the total unit count, Merritt has 34, while PrideSkunk has 68. However, Merritt has 12 fabbers and 12 factories, while PrideSkunk has 7 fabbers and 10 factories. Right now, PrideSkunk definitely has an advantage with all those units coming in, but if Merritt is going to be able, it can hold off this incoming attack, then he will have the superior production power to turn it around.
Yep, and he also has quite a few bombers, which, if he uses those
Here they
correctly with
come.
fighters, yeah, and they'll probably just pick off those enemy units. One
Yep,
thing I'm
they're
not,
doing,
I'm kind
and
of
they're
surprised with.
retreating.
Yep, one thing I'm kind of surprised with is Mered hasn't built any anti-air across the bottom line of his base, which would be a great way to keep any fighters from just coming straight into the base.
Yeah. That was a pretty big mistake from PrideSkunk to pull back because now his tanks are being destroyed without causing any damage since they have no air support. Here comes the air support. But if he had just kept on sending them forward, they would have at least been able to destroy something rather than just getting destroyed by bombers.
Yep, and it looks
But
like
Merid's superior air force has still won out, although there are no bombers
no,
left.
there's one
Oh,
bomber
yep,
right
just
over it,
one. Oh, and
and
down
it
it
gets eaten.
goes.
Oh, but a huge push with vehicles now coming, and it looks like he's got his sights set on that east base.
Yeah. Oh, but if you look off to the west, there's a small group of infernos and ants heading down the other lane. They're gonna come across some unguarded metal and energy.
Yep, and he's got some spinners mixed in there with it, so that should help. And it looks like that eastern base is going to get taken down.
Yeah. Now at this point, both sides are about equal on economy. However, Mered is there we go. Mered's stepping up a little bit, but PrideSkunk is wasting his economy while Mered is overusing his economy.
Yep, and both can be detrimental.
Yep. But as a general rule, particularly when it comes to metal, it's better to be using more metal than you're generating than it is to be wasting metal. Because once you waste metal, it's just gone.
And Merid is actually in the base now. He's just about to take down a power generator.
Ooh, wow, yeah.
Keeps
He needs to be
a
careful
tower
though.
from being built.
He's just moving past all the factories or the the economy buildings and not destroying them because they recently had a health increase of 3 times.
Yeah, and actually if he doesn't start moving his troops back, he's going to lose them to a bunch of units being sent back by PrideSkunk. And he takes
Yeah.
down one base.
But this has been quite the distraction that's going to give him breathing room to use his superior production power to turn things around.
Yep, and he's actually bombing the heck out of all of those units that were being sent in.
Yeah, and that's very unfortunate that he very obviously just gave that attack a move command rather than a attack command, and they just went on straight past the factories without or the buildings without destroying it all. It's one of the things that I don't particularly like about the 3 times health. But that group of attacking ants from PrideSkunk is now back in the energy and metal of Mered's base, and there's not much to stop them.
Yep, looks like Merritt's just really built up bombers, but he hasn't built any defenses, which is interesting because there's a choke point there. You'd expect him to build some towers or some sort of defenses and just keep them from, or make it harder for them to just stroll into his base. But it looks like that attack
Now,
is wiped out.
yeah. At this point, both players need to be claiming the few metal extractors and utilizing them, but neither of them are. They're just kind of hovering at their same metal output.
Yep, it looks like actually Mirrored has gone for Orbital, and he's got an Orbital Fabricator coming forwards. I'm
Ooh,
not
that's
sure what
going
he's
to
planning.
turn things around. If he puts up a anchor,
Oh,
start
he's putting
raining
up
down death from
five
above.
anchors above that choke point.
Ooh, yeah. Honestly, I would have put him above his base. They'd cause more damage that way and would make it difficult for him to get up umbrellas.
Yeah, and actually, as soon as he builds those anchors, PrideSkunk's going to know that something's going on, so he'll be able to put
Yep.
up anti-orbital.
Yeah, but this will severely dampen the incoming attacks. Very, very nice move changing up the strategy like this.
Yeah. And it looks like Mir tried to expand to that western little part there, but gets stopped by PrideSkunk's bombers and fighters.
Yeah, at this point, it looks like we're getting a little bit of a stalemate between the two groups of forces. But Merritt is finally working on expanding his economy once again by claiming those metal extractors, which it looks like his spawn does have, or his little main land clump does have more. And that's going to be able to turn things around for him as he continues to increase his overall production value. Plus those anchors. Once those anchors start shooting down from above, that's going to be big.
Yep. It looks like that PrideSkunk's planning on getting another push in. He's definitely got the units to do it. If he only had a good amount of anti-air mixed in there, he has
Yeah,
no spinners, which actually
you
would be
just
really
gotta
effective.
Oh yeah, exactly. You just have to change up your unit composition. If you build nothing but ants or nothing but infernos, you're gonna have a bad time. Look at this. Those bombers are just going to town and demolishing that army.
Yep. And there's nothing to stop him. It looks like he's finally actually started to put spinners in there, but he's only got two at this moment, which that will not save most of his units at this moment.
Yeah, and at this point, it's almost looking like it's too little, too late. Marriage economy is continuing to climb ahead of PrideSkunks, and that first anchor is almost done.
But it looks like PrideSkunk is coming back with a little bit of a vengeance. He's got bombers coming in from the west, just taking out any units that Mered had sent down in that direction.
Hell.
And the first anchor is just about to be finished here. But Mered's really running his economy ragged at the moment. He's at 46%.
Yeah, he's really struggling with energy. He's continuing to build, or was continuing to build production when he didn't have the economy to support it. First anchor is now complete, and that is going to effectively shut down that corridor until PrideSkunk does something about it.
Yep. And there were, oh, it looks like he sent his other orbital fabricator to go ahead and assist that one that's building those anchors. So at this moment, PrideSkunk will probably want to see about tossing up some anti-orbital, probably getting up some Avengers, because if you get about 10 or 11 Avengers, you can take down an anchor pretty easily.
Yep. Oh, space factory's going up from Merid, and now this eastern causeway is just cut off. It's not worth it for Skunk to attack that way. He's gonna need to pull back and start attacking the other way, and he does have an attack going through the other side. Merid's gonna need to pull in some bombers to take care of that.
Yeah, it looks like Mered's been busy building a bunch of missile defenses for some reason.
Well, he doesn't like losing his bombers to incoming fighters.
Yeah, the interesting thing is it's actually on the side that he has been being hit with a lot of bombers on.
Whoa, teleporter going up in Merritt's base, as well as a teleporter queued up on the backside of Pride Skunk's base. If he's able to get that teleporter up, that is going to be a big deal. But Pride Skunk has scouted that teleporter, so if he sees what's going on, he could turn things around.
Yep, and he actually has an engineer right next to the teleporter that's supposed to be going up. So if he's able to, he might be able to build. Oh, looks like that got canceled for the moment.
Yeah, the orbital fabra that had that queued up was shot down by an umbrella.
And another
Things
anchor
aren't
has been
looking good
built.
for Merid. Merid has had some units in the base, and he's got an attacking group of units coming through the other side, and he doesn't have a whole lot of units to defend. But he does have some units, Pelter and a laser defense tower, as well as more units moving in, so he will be able to take care of this. But man, those anchors are just chewing through those incoming forces from PrideSkunk.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, what would be interesting to see if he would actually build some air fabricators and see about trying to just get up a base back in that eastern area because PrideSkunk has no vision, as far as I can see, over that area. So he wouldn't even know if Mirror had actually started up another base over there.
Another orbital fabber heading out from Merid to build that teleporter and is making a wide arc around that umbrella.
Lots of fighters come in and some bombers, but they're just getting wrecked by all of that anti-air.
Yeah, Merid is definitely getting the best out of these engagements and causing more damage than he's losing. And he's got a ton of units queued up by that teleporter, waiting for the other one to be built. We're now almost 20 minutes in, and there we go. Finally, T2 is being built. I am very surprised that wasn't built sooner.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure what Mirror was doing. Mirrod's been sort of pacifistic this entire time he's gone really defensive.
Well, he's been outproduced by PrideSkunk. Mered has overextended his economy, so PrideSkunk is just building a lot more units a lot faster, very much keeping Mered on the defensive.
And in comes that orbital fabber. It's just about to start. It's just slightly out of vision range of that fabricator, and it's building that teleporter at this moment.
This is going to be quite the game changer. All those units are going to be able to cause a lot of damage before PrideSkunk can recover. And man, what is PrideSkunk thinking? He's just having all of those units move through and just get demolished by the anchors. The amount of wreckage down there is just insane. There we go,
Teleporter
teleporter
activated.
built.
And all of those units are just
It,
swarming through.
this is going to be a nasty surprise for PrideSkunk.
Yep, and actually PrideSkunk has his few units that were really over in that area have now moved towards Mered's base, so he's not going to be able to get them back soon enough.
Nope, there we go. He's noticed and he's sending in his bombers, but the bombers. There's not a whole lot of anti-air in that. They're going for
There's
the teleporter.
two. Yep, they definitely are trying to get that taken care of, but
But,
there's one bomber left, and it gets taken out.
yeah, I don't think it would have mattered if he had taken out that teleporter, anyways. Merritt does have another blob of units coming, but yeah, it doesn't matter. This attack force is just yeah. There GG is called. This attack force is just moving through and taking everything out, and there's nothing left to stop it.
Nope, there would be no way. Even if he tried pulling off his units back, there would not be enough time to save
Yeah.
at least most of his base, and it would end very soon.
PrideSkunk just threw away all of his units underneath all of those anchors. Like, seriously,
Yeah.
look at all of those wrecks.
Yeah, I would say he at least lost 70 to a few hundred, possibly.
Yeah, it was a real close, good match until just kept on throwing away units to those anchors. Either way, very well played from Merid putting up those anchors in that teleporter. That was a fantastic move. And PrideSkunk, man, PrideSkunk almost had Merid. Merid was very much on the reactionary and doing everything he could to fend off PrideSkunk's attacks.
Definitely.